Hello, you guys. Namaste, my beautiful friends. How are you guys? Feeling vibrant, right? It's that self confidence, I tell you. And we definitely worked our buttocks off with this. It, with a lot of challenges and learning our lessons and removing the debris that we had from old cycles that no longer were aligned with ourselves, gave us a very open, broad perspective on how things could be and how things should be, right? We're always evolving, and we accepted change. And for a lot of us, we knew that, change has to happen, but sometimes when we resist, it's a little bit it's kind of challenging because, what we used to know, it was all about materialistic. We did not know the other side of the spectrum, the universe, right? And what it could bring, that our soul, you know, wants to experience. Our soul has many different lives and experiences throughout our universe. And there was more to than just our avatar, right? Or just mundane things that we did in our lives, right? It was definitely a wake up call for the ones that have been awakened. Yes, and even though it was challenging, but we knew that there was more. There was definitely more. And, we no longer talk about our struggles, even though at times we do, but we seem to make peace with our past, right? Make peace with the challenges, and even with our ego. We know that when it's all about balancing, right? The balancing our divine masculine, our divine feminine, and balancing the black and white, balancing our physical 3D with our spiritual. But yes, we are in a good place. For a lot of us, it's very, it just feels really good. And I can't say that enough, right? Because it brings you to a place of serenity, of love, of unconditional, and to yourself. And when you feel like this and you feel fulfilled, things that come into your path are very not distracting anymore. It's like you're just walking along, and say chaos is all over the place, and you are just zen, and you know that the time is here, the time is now. The moment is very beautiful. And with all, once we found out that we were enough and we deserve and we claim what we achieved, everything turned around. Everything turned around. And that manifestation is kind of the key that is opening your manifestation, right? Because without that self-confidence and without that knowing that I am, then you're still missing it. But once you know that, you got it, right? And know there is, right? And with a lot of us, we are not only intrigued with ourselves, but intrigued with the journey itself. And, when you think about it, and when you were triggered, say a couple of months ago, right? Because energy always changes, it always changes. So I know that some of the readings would say, you're thinking too small, think bigger, think bigger. And yes, I mean, with this new self confidence, um, you just, it really lights your pathway, right? It gives you a direct key on where you want to go. I love to speak, I love to talk to people. I just love to talk and and overall I make such um, good changes, and I liven up anybody that I talk to. Is just trying to embrace what you love, right? And it might not come how you had imagined it, right? Always, because when you look at somebody's, or you look at somebody's readings, right, they're giving you a perspective on their vision, on their way, how it's supposed to be, right? That's why a lot of the whole thing about self love, self worth, self guidance, inner guidance, intuition, it's about you seeking the truth, but within yourself. Yes. And don't worry, it takes practice, right? But it will eventually be like anything, right? And things are not going to resonate with you anymore. What's going to resonate with you is what you feel inside. And that is what's going on. That is the power of self love, self worth, self journey, self discovery. See? Confirmation.